Maybe 98 will be better.
On the night of November 16 of 2024, a school teacher stands outside of his class while struggling to remain calm. Only a few minutes ago, he was just inside setting up decorations for his class when he had to stop and immediately walk out after seeing something that made him jump out of his skin. Now, the school that he teaches at doesn't really have a history of paranormal occurrences, but the students there would often make up stories and rumors about the school being haunted.
Yeah, they
specifically
make
by a
up
student who used
stories.
to go there. Whether or not this student actually existed remains a mystery, but tonight, after encountering what just happened, he no doubt believes that his class is haunted, if not the whole school. This is what he caught.
All right, I'm just finishing up putting up decorations
I get it.
for the students when they get back. I was on the smart board setting things up. I'm taking a step back, and you guys know me. I stay late often.
No, I don't know you.
And the janitor, and let me show you.
All right, impress me. Let's start off strong.
Do you see? Do you see? I mean, is that not
No, it's not.
kid sitting right there?
No. It's a fuzzy blob on your screen. Clean your screen.
It appears that someone is sitting at a desk towards the back of the class while facing the board in front of it.
Now, take a few steps to the right and show it again. You should still have that reflection in the TV. I bet you don't.
Now, just for reference, this is what it usually looks like when there isn't someone occupying a seat. Nothing stands out because clearly nothing is there, but somehow either someone or something appears. It's hard to make out any specific features, but there's definitely an outline resembling that of a child's, as viewers noted. Because of this, the instructor believes that the spirit of a former student had come to see him. However, they had come way too late to class. Now, it's worth noting that a few months ago, the school had an accident involving someone who went there. It isn't certain, but the following footage might be related.
What's happening? See, but they just put a girl in the
Okay.
back.
Why are you filming this?
The specifics of what occurred are unknown.
Don't be
According to
filming
source,
that.
The student had unfortunately passed away only days after the accident.
Definitely don't be
Instead,
filming that.
The kids at the school would come up with rumors saying that the girl's spirit haunts the building. If that's so, then this definitely makes what was captured a whole lot more interesting. But of course, I'll let you come up with your own judgment. Was a ghost?
I wish you would have stepped to the right
Or might there be
and looked
something
again.
that could possibly explain what
I
was
think it would not have
captured?
been there.
As always, let me know what you think down below. Now, the following footage was recently shared by a mother who was home alone when this happened. The only other person inside the house was her
Again with shitty security footage.
baby, who had just been put to sleep in her crib. It's been a hectic night trying to calm her down as she wouldn't stop crying. According to Angela, the mother, her baby would continuously stare at an empty space before bursting into tears. It was definitely strange, but it wasn't something Angela found concerning.
Yeah, it's a
That
baby.
is, until the following incident took place. At around 10 at night, Angela is woken up by a notification on her phone alerting her that a person has been detected in the back patio. She
Okay.
immediately checks the security camera outside her house from her smartphone to see if maybe her husband was back from work. Instead, she sees this.
This is an interesting angle for security. Okay, there's something there. What is this?
At first, Angela thought that the figure was simply a case of pareidolia.
Yeah,
But then suddenly,
looks like it.
This happens. The figure, which Angela thinks looks like a little girl, slowly dissipates into thin air. Just like that, the silhouette is gone. Now, Angela has made a video showing where the little girl had appeared. While it does give some context, her video makes the footage a whole lot creepier.
Okay, so this is the area, the door that it was like standing inside. We don't have anything or keep anything in this area because it's a walkway and it would be really awkward. And then this is where the security camera is.
Wait a minute.
It would be really awkward. And then this is where the security...
Why does that look like it's pointed in a different direction? Like it's pointed much more to the left.
camera is. So when I looked at the footage, I expected to see a person. I didn't expect to see that though.
Yeah, like now it's pointed to the right. Like straight along this path when before the one you just showed it was pointed this direction. Why is it in a different spot? That looks like it did before. The same kind of like blurred out picture.
It's the fact that Angela shows what it looks like if someone were to be standing at the door that makes the footage creepier. If Angela's body wasn't able to be seen, as she demonstrates,
I can see it.
It's clearly apparent.
It looks just like that.
Or it just stands there, completely motionless. While she doesn't know for sure if this was something paranormal,
Kitty, what are you doing?
It was that her child was looking at. She believes that this had been responsible for making her baby upset. But of course, you be the judge.
I have
Was it
judged.
caught on camera?
No.
Or had something else been captured?
Nothing has been captured like that. It was just pareidolia or maybe a person.
On September 20th of 2020, a father decides to record his two sons during a playful activity. Both his kids are engaged in a playful wrestling match, with each one trying their best to beat the other. It's a tied match, as it looks like neither one can win the game. Well, that is, until one of them gets distracted. It's unclear as to what he's seeing, but his full attention is given. In fact, he's so distracted that his opponent takes this opportunity to beat him. Although capturing his loss on camera, something else was captured that neither the kid's parents could explain. While looking at the video he took, the father sees this.
All right, this is your shot. Is there going to be a face in there? All right, give me the arrow.
As the father sees that his son is fixated on something, he points the camera to where he is looking, but he doesn't see what it is that's so captivating. Whether he missed it or it simply was not visible.
Wait a minute.
The camera had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured.
I've seen that in another video. Same angle of the head, same thing in another video.
But like something out of a nightmare, it doesn't move and stays.
I've seen it before.
While seemingly staring at the camera. Whatever this is just stays in this corner. But when the father pans the camera to the same spot after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any.
No, because I think it was inserted.
Yet still, no info is
needed. Because I've seen that before
creepier.
in a different video.
While there has yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe.
It was a cutout for another video that was inserted into this one.
In the following video, a couple of friends are standing outside a building that hasn't been occupied for years. Nothing about this building had stood out to the friends until they saw this.
Okay.
Now at first glance, the so-called ghost appears to be mistaken for a plastic bag.
It looks
This is
like
so,
it.
considering that it looks to be caught on a wire that's connected to the building.
Yeah.
But as the video plays out, the notion of this being a bag suddenly becomes questionable. If this had been nothing more than a piece of plastic, then how does one explain the following? As
Show
our
me.
friends continue to watch the alleged bag, this happens.
Why are you zooming in on a bag? Okay. It's moving in the wind. Oh. Okay.
Whatever this might have been, just
And it's moved back. And there's a structure here that is dark and we can't see it, and it went behind it.
floats around before somehow vanishing, but it does this only after the friends started calling out to it. It's as if it was hiding away from them. Now it could very well be that its movement
You can see the line right there that it moved behind.
was merely a coincidence that occurred when they shouted, but despite that,
Yes.
it doesn't explain how it just disappears into nothingness. For
There's literally a line.
this reason, the group believes a ghost was on the roof of this abandoned building. Ghost or not, neither viewers nor the group could explain just how exactly this white object
I don't want. Can't you do frame by frame? Oh, that closed it.
ghost or not, neither viewers nor believes a ghost was on the just how exactly this white
5
object
seconds.
vanished without
Oh my God. How do you frame by frame?
could explain just how exactly this white object vanished without a trace.
Kitty,
Like most videos, there has yet to be a definitive
look at that. There's a line right there. Yeah, we just moved behind it.
explanation for what was caught.
There you go. I explained it.
On October 18th of 2024,
I need something I
a
cannot
video
explain.
recorded by a security camera inside a classroom began spreading among students after many were freaked out by what was captured. The footage was initially posted by the teacher of this classroom, Mr. Simon, the instructor in question.
It's a moving camera.
Creepy that he came across while looking at video recordings of his lectures. Rarely does he ever check
Let me guess. Motion sensor and nothing is there.
the camera, but apparently, a student of his had complained about being bullied by a classmate. So naturally, Mr. Simon checks the camera to see what was going on between the two. But
Kitty?
while checking, he sees a notification saying that motion was detected at 10 p.m. on
Yep.
October 17th. Now this was odd, considering that school was closed during this time. He checks the footage, expecting a thief or a janitor to appear. But instead, he ends up seeing something that scares the living daylights out of him. This is what he saw.
I just cannot believe anything caught on a crappy security camera. That's like got 4 pixels and shot like 180p.
It's easy to miss the first time, but in case you did, something appears at the entrance to the classroom.
No, I saw
after
it.
A few rotations from the camera. It's pretty faint, but it's there.
You see how it comes in and
The
goes
camera
out?
seems to notice it as it stops moving. and
Watch when
stays
it goes
pointing
back
at
to
the
another
figure.
thing. It's going to do the same thing
Once
somewhere
it
else.
sees it, the figure just seemingly
It's going to
vanishes.
distort.
The misty apparition, as Mr. Simon calls it, is no longer present throughout the footage. or at least that's what he thinks.
It
Because
distorts.
according to viewers, the reason as to why the camera keeps on moving is because it's still picking up the supposed ghost that was seen. Wherever the camera points is where it's at, it's just not visible. But despite whether or not the mysterious...
If it's not visible, how does the camera see it? Explain that. Because that's not how light works. If it's invisible, then light will not reflect off of it. Thus, the camera can't see it.
His figure was still present, Mr. Simon is fully convinced that something otherworldly had appeared. To this day, he has no idea what exactly was inside his class.
Nothing.
And wonders if the camera will ever see this mysterious figure again.
Oh, it probably will.
Just what
It'll
was
just look
inside
different.
Mr. Simon's class.
Because their camera is crappy.
In the Russian city of Kirov, a couple were driving down.
Oh, here we go,
the
Russian
road
dash
cam
cam.
footage of something pretty creepy. This video was submitted to me by Gregory P., who saw the clip on a local news station. Upon
Wait a minute. 1 second. Here we go. Get some Russian hard bass.
on seeing what was captured, he immediately knew what was anything but normal. As the couple drive down
All right.
on the road, they see this.
Kitty.
Там мужик на дороге стоял.
No.
Out of nowhere, a mysterious silhouette shows up in front of the car. Its sudden appearance was startling enough that the woman driving swerved upon seeing it. While it may seem like someone was actually standing there,
It was.
something about them has led viewers to believe that this figure was no person at all. Given that they, or it, doesn't flinch upon seeing the approaching vehicle, and also that they just manifest out of nowhere, it's believed that this was paranormal. Although it's hard to say for sure if that's so, at least it's certain that most viewers think something unexplainable was captured.
I can explain it. Someone standing in the road. Not that
Now,
strange.
this next video was submitted to me by Sienna G, who received the following clip from her aunt. In the footage, Sienna's aunt is filming her son, who appears to be roaming around inside a room. Although initially thinking that her aunt had sent her a cute video of her little cousin, Sienna soon felt that something was off about the clip. It wasn't obvious at first, but upon watching it the second time, she instantly got chills. The clip,
Kitty?
as it turns out, was sent to Sienna because something strange was captured. Have a look.
How mommy say got the stuff look like this? Check it out. Come on.
As Sienna's aunt films her son, she catches something passing by in front of the camera, but it's really quick when it happens. At exactly 17 seconds into the video, a dark silhouette emerges from the left side of the screen before making its way across the room. By slowing the footage, one can see that something distinct is moving past the camera, but it's also when you slow the footage that the video gets even more creepy. Looking at the figure frame by frame, you'll notice that it has a full torso and also what looks like an arm. However, one thing is missing: its head.
Wrong.
Despite moving pretty
That's just a kid running by.
fast, we can still make out what looks like a body, but nowhere in sight do we see a head.
The head's there.
This fact alone is what spooked Sienna and her aunt upon looking closely at the clip. If no one else had been inside the room, then what was this?
If there was.
A definitive answer to this question has yet to be given.
Want to bet?
Nowhere in sight do we see a head. This fact alone is what spooked Sienna and her aunt upon looking closely at the clip. If no one else had been inside the room, then what was this?
Someone else was inside the room.
else had been inside the room. Then what was this?
Damn it.
Inside the room. Then what was this?
It's casting a shadow, which means it's physical, solid, and it's a person.
A definitive answer to this question has yet to be given.
I just gave it to you.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
All right, you can do it,
A
Bub.
young girl plays with a pair of glasses while mom and dad talk in the bedroom. It appears
Is she gonna
that
break the
no one else is
glasses?
around except maybe their pet dog. But according to the mother who sent me this clip, there is no way that her dog was responsible for this creepy incident. If no one else was present in the kitchen during this time, as she states, then what was this?
Break them. Yeah, yes.
Hey, Bub. Come here. Come on, baby.
Understandably, the child's parents were freaked out upon listening to what was captured. Either in the kitchen or somewhere else in the house, a loud screech is heard. Someone in the house had screamed, but this doesn't make any sense, as no one else lives there except them, who certainly didn't scream during this recording. Now, even stranger is the fact that their daughter had no reaction whatsoever to the sound. In fact, no one else had heard it when it happened. Whether person or ghost, the family has no clue as to who or what had made the noise.
All right, well, there's an ad coming up. So I am going to put some music on to kill some time and go feed the cats. So enjoy.